Hello, cosmic cunties. I hope the sound is working today. I have had a little difficulty. My name is Tiffany. I am head cunty here at Cosmic Cunties, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're not new and you're coming back again more and more and more, I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for you because to those like 29 subscribers, yes, I'm counting. You're why I keep showing up, day in and day out. And once I hit 50, I will start doing rising sign videos, which will be much more like relatable to your personal natal chart. Yeah, this is a YouTube channel where I go through the weekly cosmic astrological energies that are happening day by day, and I let you know what to expect either internally or externally so that you can be the best version of yourself. And, you know, as I always say, your external world is a direct reflection of your internal world. So if you can help your internal world, your external world is only going to get better. And we all want to be the best versions of ourselves. And this is just one modality to do that. Also, I am so excited because I am going to start integrating finally my favorite passion in life, my favorite creative hobby, styling, fashion, clothes. I don't give a fuck anymore about imposter syndrome, if I have the education, if I'm good enough, if someone's better than me, if what people think, because I know what lights my heart up, and that is fashion. And I'm finally at a point where I think that I can combine my astrological coaching with my styling. And so this is going to start with a trickle of some fun, and eventually it'll get back into my style coaching that I had launched about a year ago, where I do fully believe that we do so much internal work and so much healing internally, where we feel so good internally and our frequency is so high, but then we don't know how to style ourselves or allow our expression to be outward and to feel confident on the outside, no matter what we look like, no matter our body type. And I think that the confidence that comes from the inside needs to be able to exude from the outside. So anyways, I'm so excited to get that going again. And what I'm going to start doing here are little cosmic styling segments on Cosmic Cunties. And so today's going to be the first one. We're still in Capricorn season for the next week-ish. Actually, we hop into Aquarius season next Monday. So within this reading of this week, we will be in Aquarius season. So I figured I would dress up in a way that I feel like is Capricorn energy to say goodbye to Capricorn energy and Capricorn season. And I will give you the details, but let me just back up and let you see the look, honey. Okay. I'm sure the sound is not going to be as great either, but listen, we're going to make do, okay? So head to toe, I've done what I believe would be a good Cappy outfit. Whether you are a Capricorn rising, you just want to fit into the season and the energy of the season, you have a Capricorn Venus, you have, which is like, you know, appearances and beauty. Rising is your self-expression and how you show up in the world, or you're a Capricorn sun, whatever it is. We want to embody the energy of the season, and so this is what I am doing. We've got, you know, I know black for Capricorn might be cliche, but it's tried and true, okay? So we have this leather vest, and we have a black button up, and we got a black mini, and I think the hair is like the most important part. It's a little tilted, okay? Let's put it back to where it belongs, but it's a high bun. It's sleek, it's efficient, it's out of your way, but it's classy, and it gets shit done, and it's sexy, and that is totally Capricorn. And then my shoes. I don't know if you can see them, but essentially they're little like leather pleather ballet flats with like a little black strap on the front and just a tiny little heel. So it's so efficient. It is like cute, but like not gonna like draw attention or like draw my attention as Capricorn energy away. Like I have things that I'm trying to do. I have a way that I want to get them done. I'm efficient and I'm moving things forward and I am steady. And so no snags, everything tight and close. This leather is like cinching me in. I am business. Oh, and then this lipstick that I grabbed is literally, I just intuitively grabbed it. I have so many, but this one's called Promotion Day. Hello, Capricorn. Capricorn lives for promotion. So I am really excited to be doing this. I'm so excited to start adding this in. And if you have any suggestions or requests, as always, put them in the comments below. I'm here for y'all. And yeah, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Life is fun and I'm jazzed up about it. And this week is going to be a week of kind of finishing out that Capricorn season. Like I said, we're starting from January 13th and we're going to be moving all the way until January 19th because again, we are doing these on Tuesdays now, cunties. And so yeah, let's kind of just dive in. There's nothing like, well, there's the new moon that's happening in Capricorn, but I'll get to that and on the day that it's actually happening because it is a really big new moon. But let's just start. Let's just dive right in, shall we? We got things to do. We are Capricorn. Okay, so Tuesday, the Sun and the Mars is in Capricorn and it's squaring Chiron in Aries. So Chiron is that wounded healer. Square is the friction or like there's some like a block maybe. And so basically this is a continuation of the energy that we were experiencing from last week, from Sunday and Monday. But our light essence, our fuel to move things forward, to take action, to get things done in a diligent manner, in a logical way, in a methodical way, basically is grounded, but we're having this like boundary or block or essentially like a fear of our self-expression, which is Aries, of who we are or how we might appear, or something that is with our looks that's causing us to hold back. And look at me go, ain't nothing holding me back. So this would be like if I decided today to let this energy rule me and be like, no, like I don't know, I'm not quite good enough yet, or I don't have that outfit yet, or I don't have enough time to figure that out yet, where it lights me up and I really want to take action on it, but I have this like fear of, who I am or how I might appear. This is how that might show up for someone that has not integrated the Chiron and Aries energy that we've been experiencing lately. And I think some people have it easier than others. For example, I have a ton of Aries energy. So Aries Sun, Aries North Node, Aries Jupiter. I am vibing high with an Aries. It took me 38 years of integration, but I am comfortable in Aries energy. I, for the most part, know how to alchemize that to my benefit. It's a forever, lifelong journey, but people that are not comfortable with Aries energy might still be experiencing some repressed anger, repressed rage, some lack of self-expression, some questions around their identity. And so if you just tap into that for yourself, look at your chart. Do you have fire energy? Do you have Aries energy? And how have you been able to work with that in your chart? Because Chiron is the wounded healer and you're meant to alchemize that so that you can help others and heal through that area of life. All right, moving along, still on Tuesday, the moon in Scorpio is going to oppose Uranus and Taurus. So opposition, opposites attract, but like also repel. It's like, so the moon is our emotions, our internal world. Scorpio is that deep well of emotions. It's that death, rebirth, transformation. And with it opposing Uranus and Taurus is like very much so grounded energy. It's all about our self-worth and our personal finances. So, and Uranus is shakeup. So something could happen within the external world that shakes up our groundedness, and therefore shakes up our emotional or internal world. Whatever happens is disconnecting us from that to get us to go deeper in our internal world. It's like, let's shake this thing loose because I need to go deeper into my internal world. This is basically, it's causing an internal death. Like it's Moon and Scorpio opposing Uranus and Taurus. Those are opposites. It's like, let's shake whatever we can loose because we need you to do some work internally. And that might very well have to do with whatever comes up because of that squaring Chiron and Aries. We also have Mercury in Capricorn opposing Jupiter in Cancer. So the way that we're communicating, Mercury, what people are saying to us, ideas that are being exchanged, might feel like we cannot expand internally nor externally. So maybe someone says something that makes us question moving forward on our ideas or our plans. And that's basically, we can maybe attribute that to that Uranus and Taurus, that shakeup that might come that way, or even that Chiron reflection. It's kind of like all working together of like something is like, like what's going on, to make us go inward, to kind of like make us maybe like a little bit of a redirection, or a rethinking of the ideas that were being exchanged. So it could be through something that someone says to you. It doesn't have to be like an earth-shattering event. It could just be something that someone says where you're like, damn, I didn't think about it like that, or wow, that's a really good idea. Maybe I should move things in this way. Yeah. Wednesday, I'm going to say, is basically the same energy as Tuesday on the 14th. So we're still working with those energies. You're still going to be kind of mulling over whatever's come about on potentially Sunday, definitely Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, kind of like, let's continue to alchemize this. Let's continue to work with it. Let's continue to reflect upon it. Let's continue to see how this new information or new situation is making me feel inside. And is it aligned with me and the direction I want to go and the highest version that I am? And so, yeah, just kind of sitting with that for a few days. Thursday, we do have the moon in Sagittarius trining Chiron in Aries. So this is an energetic support, the trine, and working through our emotions, which is the moon, through the things that hold us back from our self-expression, which is that Aries, or from our identity and being truly authentically ourselves. Maybe what has been coming up on Monday and Tuesday of this week is still being asked for us to like go within, but how we feel about it might change. So whereas before we were being asked to go really deep internally and reflect upon it, and like with that Scorpio energy, that depth, but now the moon has moved into Sagittarius, and so we're really sitting here with two fire energies working together, Sagittarius and Aries, and doing that internal work of like, now that we've got that reflection done and we've done the depth of the reflection, we're coming back and we're like, okay, now I feel like ignited about this or passionate about this, and I want to do something about it. So whatever the shakeup was to make you go inward, now we might be feeling like, okay, I might be ready to go forward. And so the next thing on Thursday is Mercury in Capricorn is squaring Chiron in Aries. This is making it a difficult energy to communicate. So we are struggling, whether it be speaking our own personal truths, sharing our ideas. There might be a friction or a block when trying to verbally express ourselves. And so just again, where do you struggle to be authentic and to say your truth because for fear of judgment or expressing yourself in the wrong way, or whatever you say not lining up with like your like identity, or you know, like, oh well, this is how I'm supposed to be and this is how I'm supposed to like act, or this is how people expect me to show up. It's like no like they're not God, they're not goddess. They don't know what's best for you. They don't know about what you've been working through. They don't know about what you've been alchemizing. They don't know what's best for you. And dare I say, you don't even sometimes know what's best for you. You are the best one to know that on this plane, in the 3D. But like, we're out here acting like we know what's best all the time, and we've got our heads so stuck in these boxes that we think that we need to be moving toward. And in reality, it's like, we could be so wrong about it. The universe could be like, if you just get your head out of this box over here, there's this whole other world that you're not even experiencing or realizing is available to you. And so I do feel like a lot of times, like, our angels are laughing at us because they're like, God, you guys, your minds are so small and you don't see how vast life's opportunities are. It's endless. You can have whatever you want. You just have to be able to put your mind to it and believe it first. And I think that's also where Uranus comes in and that shakes things up of like, yeah, you think you want this thing over here? Okay, what about this? Did you ever think that this was possible? How does this make you feel? So yeah, anyways, I digress. Okay, Thursday we also have Venus in Capricorn trining Uranus and Taurus. So something might happen on Thursday or Friday, because Thursday and Friday, again, are same energy, still dealing with the same type of cosmic aspects. So there's nothing really new happening on Friday. But Thursday, we could definitely start feeling this, where something might happen that allows us to let love in, to love ourselves, to allow ourselves to receive the love, or maybe even to give the love. There's something new or different that happens. Nothing wild, nothing too crazy, more like a grounded, like, and so-and-so enters the chat. And it's like, oh, okay, like, what's this vibe? And maybe you're like, oh, I'll let myself be loved by this person, or I'll let myself receive compliments by this person, or I will send love out this way. Because y'all, love is love. The love that you're sending out is already love within yourself, and the love that you're receiving is just a reflection of the love that you're giving. So it's just energy going back and forth. It's all the same. So yeah, this energy working with Mercury basically is communication of love as well. That's happening the same day. So it could be communication that comes through, aka so-and-so enters the chat, but something out of the ordinary where you feel love, receiving or not, it's all the same. And so it is, I think, a really beautiful day, Thursday and or Friday. We might feel some friction earlier in the day when it comes to speaking our truths, but I think allow this love to come in. It's like, it feels like newness to me. Okay, then Saturday, we've got Venus, the planet of love, of beauty, of abundance, moving into Aquarius. And so this, to me, is non-traditional love. This is outside of the box love. This is eccentric love. This is creative love. This is different ways of receiving abundance. This is opening your mind up to the different possibilities and ways of receiving love, the ways you show yourself love, the ways you let yourself love and receive love. And this brings me to something that I've been experiencing lately in my life, and I think this is very important and beautiful to share with other people. I recently opened up the book, The Power of Now, which I randomly do, by Eckhart Tolle. And in there was a paragraph about how love is just simply the same energy, but on a spectrum. So when you're on the bus and you have care or love for the person on the bus, or when you have love for the bees or the flowers or the beauty or the painting, whatever it is, how intensely you feel that love for somebody determines whether or not you enter into a romantic relationship with that person, as long as it's reciprocal. And so love is all around you. Love is in how you romanticize your friendships. Do you date your friends? Do you take them on dates? Do you share the beauty of the world with them? Do you love them up like as if they were your partner? Because it's the same love. It's the same frequency, it's the same feeling, and it's available to all of us in mass amounts, exuding from us and exuding from our friends. And so if that's something you feel like you're missing or you want more of, and you have a partner or you don't have a partner, you have the capability of getting more love and feeling more love. It's in your friends, it's in your pets, it's in the art, it's in all the finer things in life, the smaller things in life that you choose to see and feel that love. It all comes from you. It's all what you're feeling in your body. And so I think Venus moving into Aquarius is a very beautiful example of this. Aquarius is all about groups of people, humanity, friends. And so really allowing ourselves to feel love on this spectrum allows us to add more love into our life. And how beautiful is that? All we want in this world is to be loved and accepted. And so the more that we can feel that, the more that we're going to spread that to others that want to feel the same exact thing. We're all connected by that one thing, and that's that desire for love. And so if we can spread that, why not? Let's create more love in our life by loving things that are non-traditional. That's just my opinion. All right, Sun in Capricorn on Saturday also trines Uranus and Taurus. So we could experience a change that is grounding, but also like it could happen unexpectedly and be meant to ground us. So again, Uranus is really doing a lot of work this week, really shaking things up this week, really adding some things, taking some things away, and we're kind of like, whoa. But it's in Taurus, so it's like about our self-worth, it's about personal finances, but it's also about that like groundedness or ways that we need to shake up our stubbornness. And so I think that it's really important that you kind of reflect on what's being taken away, what's being put into my life, and why is this, and how do I feel about these things, and how does it affect me as a person, as within my light, my light being my essence. As always, if you have Capricorn placements or Taurus placements, you're going to feel these things more intensely than other people. The third thing that's happening on Saturday, Mercury in Capricorn is conjunct Mars in Capricorn. So we had this last week. It's coming back around again. We're talking the talk, we're walking the walk, we're following through on our dreams, we're making our ideas permanent. Whatever we're speaking, we're doing. Mercury is the voice, Mars is the action. So it's like, Mercury's like, come over here and let's get this done. Mars is like, I already did it. Like we're here together. We're working together, steadfast, moving like the sea goat and moving forward. Then we've got Sunday, we've got Mercury in Capricorn trining Uranus and Taurus. So we keep going to Uranus because Capricorn and Taurus are always trining each other. They're two earth signs. So they're always, if planets in one, they're going to be talking. So grounded ideas and conversations are going to experience a realization or incoming sitch that helps us continue with our ideas. So it might be someone saying something that allows us to see a bigger picture and continue on our way. Maybe this also removes like a veil of like, someone says something, we're like, oh damn, wow, okay, thank you for saying that. I've been stuck on this for so long. Now I can move forward in this. Or maybe someone like, bring something into work and you're like, damn, I didn't know that existed. Or whatever it might be. Someone brings an idea into work and you're like, wow, we could go about that way. So it's something within the communication and a shakeup in that, but it's like in a positive way. Sunday also is the day of the new moon. So it's a Capricorn new moon. We are in Capricorn season. New moons are all about a blank slate. We don't see the moon, and so it's like, what do you want to create out of the darkness? What do you want to bring forth to the light? As the moon starts to grow, what are you trying to create and bring to fruition? And this being the new moon, the first new moon of 2026, and it being in Capricorn, like this is very much so moving your ideas forward. You have the energy to support you. It's like daddy discipline, the Saturn sign. It's like, this is your dream. Okay, great. How do you want to move it forward? What are your actionable goals? What are your steps that you want to take? You want this to happen by the end of the year? Okay, what are you doing every month? What are you doing every week? What are you doing every day? What are your daily devotions? What are you doing with your spare time? Are you scrolling or are you dropping that phone? And so it's really important that we do take time this week, especially on Sunday, to sit with what are we envisioning and what are we wanting to bring in, and working with the energy of Mercury and Mars that's conjunct this new moon, of basically this like direct propulsion into this year. Like we're being propelled to go forward, and we need to be able to utilize this time wisely, to sit with ourselves, to make those actionable steps, and to not just write them down, but to actually do them. We're not, we don't just sit here and meditate and be like, I envisioned myself and I felt myself in this relationship with this person, and we had a lot of money, and we had this house, and I was in this career, and I felt it, and it was real. It's coming. No. Okay, now welcome to 3D. Take that dream and start making the actionable steps and goals towards it. That's the manifestation. So whatever ritual you have, journaling, whatever you want to see done for you or happen for you by the end of the year, how do you want to feel about that? We're putting those together. Actionable steps and how do you want to feel? This is new moon manifestation, okay? All right, Monday, the last day of this week until I see you next Tuesday, cunties. We've got Aquarius season happening. So the sun is officially moving into Aquarius. Aquarius is some of my favorite signs. I love Aquarius season. I just love the creativity, the quirkiness, the innovation, the care for the greater good of all, like humanity, moving things forward, volunteering, groups of people, the bigger picture. We're here for the bigger picture, guys. And so what ways can we get weird and wild and eccentric and unconventional and also help others? Like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Aquarius season. So we also have Venus in Aquarius conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. So where can we love more loudly, more eccentrically? Where can we love more in general? Like more people, more things, just like I was saying earlier this week. Venus being in Aquarius, same shit right here. Where can we let our love shine for others? Not just space held for lovers. This is space held for friends, for coworkers, for pets, for the fucking flowers and the bees. For yourself, where can we let our love shine more? And be weird and kooky about it. Like, just be your wild, weird, wonderful self. Please, I beg of you. We're getting too boring, okay? So, yeah. There could be shadows that come up, though, that are showing us where you're maybe closing yourself off to love because it is not what you idealize or not part of what you have envisioned. And so when in reality you do not know what is truly best for you, the universe has an even better idea for you. You might be like, oh, I'm envisioning... I feel like... Okay, this one hits home for me personally, but I feel like this also hits home for some other people I know that's been coming up in recent talks. So it's like, oh, I'm envisioning this lover. He is tall, dark, handsome, strong, bearded, capable, grounded. And the universe is like, bitch, what about this woman over here? And it's like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I guess maybe I need to be thinking outside of the box. Guess maybe there's not just one type that's for me to love. Like, I'm here to love everyone. I'm here to love everybody on a spectrum. But, like, why are we locking ourselves down to, like, a type? We're all on a spectrum here. Anyways, for everything, period. Anyways, so just allowing ourselves to kind of really go in. Pluto's that shadow work of, like, where are you trying to fit yourself into this, like, box of the way that you think things should be, and not letting yourself see that it could be so much more and different if you just, like, open up your heart and your mind. That's just one example. There's so many other examples I could give, but it felt most relevant to conversations I've been having recently. Okay, lastly for this week, we've got Mars in Capricorn trining Uranus and Taurus. We just, like, keep doing this, right? It's round and round, do-si-do. Here we go. So something is steering our actions in another direction. We might be moving on to something, and then there's, like, a shakeup that causes us to redirect, reground, but it's for our benefit. Uranus's shakeups are always for our benefit. Even if it is so painful and it hurts, it's still like, okay, here we go, we're going. Mars energy, yeah, we're grounded, we're stable. And it's like, the bull is, like, right in front of us, and we're like, oh, well, we can't go this way. Okay, I'm gonna go around you. And then you go around and you, like, meet someone on the side, or you meet, or, like, someone asks you to participate in a project or something like that. So not all Uranus things are negative. In fact, they're all for our benefit. And I think that's true of all energy in general, but cosmic energy specifically, because that's what this is, cosmic cunties. But it's like, how can you see the beauty in life? How can you see the beauty in the things that are happening? Our life and our reality is a direct reflection of our thoughts. And so if something happens to us, I'm not saying bypass your feelings and don't feel them, because they're going to get stuck in your body and that's just not how you heal. But I'm saying eventually you need to see this thing that happens to you instead of woe is me, of what is the universe trying to teach me? How is the universe trying to up-level me? What is the universe trying to show me that I deserve more of? And because usually, if one door closes, a better door is opening. So it's really all about your mindset and your perspective. So yes, feel your feelings and heal. But if you are not allowing yourself to grow and learn from these situations, you're really kind of missing that mark. And you're making it harder for yourself in the long run. So, what do you think? That's the cosmic energy of this week. I am really excited to start doing these cosmic styling corners. I am also teaming up with a store in San Antonio called Hemline, and I'm going to start going into their store, and whatever they have on the floor, I'm going to be styling outfits for the season, energetically, cosmically, what's going on. Like next week is Aquarius season, so I'm going to go in and find Aquarius outfits and style them. So pay attention to that. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me at T_MEG. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can put them down below. You can message me on Instagram. You can email me. My 2026 readings are still live and I'm still able to give them. They're just no longer discounted. So 1/11 was the last day to do those. And all my normal natal readings, synastry readings, employee readings, business readings are always live on my website. Any suggestions, any ways in which these cosmic energies have affected you this week and or resonate for you, please put them down below. I'm cultivating, a group that I want us to be able to be together and commune and talk about what's going on cosmically, so we can support each other. With that being said, I know I mentioned this a couple episodes ago, but I'm definitely bringing online celestial circles, where it's a women's circle of about 8 of us, and we meet together to talk about what's going on astrologically, but also for a women's circle and to share what's going on in our lives. And it's going to be a 6-week container, small group, so that we can feel completely safe to fully be open and have the time that we need to share and support one another. So stay tuned for that. I will be releasing that hopefully within the next month-ish. I'm going to look at the cosmos and see when a good release date is. If you're interested, please put your information down below or message me on Instagram, and that way I can get you added in. But otherwise, thank you for being here, and I will see you next week. See you next Tuesday. Cvnties.